Hello and welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming coming to you from Tullamarine International Airport here in Victoria, Melbourne, the capital of Victoria, in Australia, down under, and we're looking down at the terminal. Well, we have a wonderful regular schedule today. There's only 3 aircraft additions to the normal schedule. These are the requests, and we have a shout out to the viewer Lieutenant Badger. He's been asking for 2 Lufthansa cargo flights, the MD-11 or the MD-1F, or 11F in this case, and the 777, and also the China Southern Airbus 380. And of course I've implemented these as these would not be very much unusual situations to have here. And yeah, we're looking down at the terminal, and every aircraft that you see down here, apart from the GAs down there and down there, will be in use today. We will be using both runways. We're only using this runway here, runway 27 for departures, basically for every medium-sized aircraft sitting around this area. Everything else upon down here will be moving along taxiway A into this all the way towards the back here, to these 2 positions to have a takeoff at runway 16. We also will have all arrivals coming in from on 16 as well. There's not going to be that many arrivals, but there's going to be very many departures. So I hope it's going to be an interesting schedule for you. So let's turn on the screens and well, get this party going. So thank you for tuning in. And let's hope for a very interesting session here. Jetstar 972 pushback approved. Expect runway 16.
Ground 16 pushback approved. Jetstar 972.
Ground Thai 466 heavy request pushback.
Thai 466 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 16.
Ground 16 pushback approved. Thai 466 heavy.
I think we need some strip here as well. So we move this all the way out. Yeah, all the way out so everybody can see. Yeah, this is going to be pretty full here. Lots of action happening here, a lot of departures, but we'll see how we go. Hope you enjoy. And would like to say that I certainly have enjoyed all you new subscribers. Thank you very much. And all of you that haven't subscribed as yet, please have a look.
Request pushback.
Have a look and check out this channel,
Tower,
and if you enjoy,
Lufthansa Cargo 8699er heavy inbound runway 16.
You would like to help this channel by subscribing yourself. Velocity 819er pushback approved. Expect runway 16.
Ground 16 pushback approved. Velocity 819er.
So how about turning the camera on? Oh, no, we want to continue here. Turn the camera on so we get some close visuals here that you are used to here this channel. Look at all these aircrafts, all these Virgin Australia getting ready to rumble, getting ready to move. Let's check out the big Thai here. Big Thai 359er. I know we have a lot of fans of the Airbus 359er, 350-900. So I got our first arrival coming in here as well. Pushback. Okay, so let's have a look and see if we have enough room for the Rex to get out of there as well. That's this one here. It looks that way. I think we can give him a go ahead.
Jetstar 972 request taxi runway 16.
Jetstar 972 runway 16 via Sierra Juliet Alpha.
Runway
Just a
16
little
via
twist
Sierra
and turning
Juliet
there.
Alpha. Jetstar 972.
Rex 3286 pushback approved. Expect runway 16. That's a small aircraft.
16 pushback
Maybe
approved.
we can.
Rex 3286.
Actually, what we might do is see if we can have departures of Echo. That will help us. I mean, we have plenty of runway here. So maybe we don't have to go all the way towards the back. We'll just do the heavies from the back, and we do the medium and small size aircraft
Ground. Thai
to
466 heavy
depart
request
here of
taxi runway
Echo.
16.
Thai 466 heavy, runway 16 at Charlie.
Ground. Qantas 454 request pushback.
Qantas 454 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 16 at Charlie. Thai 466 heavy.
Jetstar 972, runway 16 at Echo.
Ground. 27 pushback approved.
Is it going to be
Qantas
enough?
454.
Runway 16 at Echo, Jetstar 972.
Okay.
Tower. Qantas
Alright,
688
so we can
inbound
do all the
runway
departures
16.
down there.
Ground, velocity
Excellent.
819 request taxi runway 16.
Velocity 819, runway 16 at Echo.
Runway 16 at Echo, velocity 819.
But he's not. So as you guys can see, there is a little echo here as well, but he's taking the 90-degree route. I cannot do anything really, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I wish I could have changed that a little bit. That would have been a lot better. Can I make this any bigger? Yeah, we don't have any GAs,
Ground.
so we're not going to worry
Jetstar
about this area
504
down
request
here.
pushback.
Yeah, everybody at the same situation here. That's so frustrating. I mean, it would have been a lot better if they would just move around. Thai 466 heavy, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16. Thai 466 heavy.
We got our first request here from Lieutenant Badger, the Lufthansa cargo coming in, the M1F. So we can get the Jetstar pushed back as soon as the small one is out. There's our Jetstar who wants to move out. We need to get this one here out of the way. Good old Rex, good old Regional Express.
Ground. Qantas 620 request pushback.
Qantas 620 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower. Jetstar 521 inbound runway 16.
Lufthansa cargo 8699 heavy, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 81 at 3
Ground.
knots.
27 pushback approved. Qantas 620. Runway 16 clear to land. Lufthansa cargo 8699 heavy. Ground. Qantas 454 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 454 continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 454.
Thai 466 heavy, runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Thai 466 heavy. Ground. Rex 3286 request taxi runway 16.
Rex 3286 runway 16 at Echo.
Runway 16 at Echo. Rex 3286.
Jetstar 504 pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground. Jetstar 522 request pushback. Ground. 16 pushback approved. Jetstar 504.
Jetstar 522 pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground. 16 pushback approved. Jetstar 522.
Velocity 819, no, you can line them up or afterwards. Qantas 454, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait. Qantas 454.
So he's turning off quite a way. He's not turning off Golf, so he's going to go all the way to Juliet. That's going to be a little bit of a handicap for the next flight coming in, and Thai to depart. That is crazy. That is a long way to taxi.
Request pushback.
Ground. Qantas 620 request taxi runway 27.
Need to get Thai up in the air here quickly, because otherwise we're going to have a go around straight away. This is crazy. Wow. That is unbelievable. That is a huge, long way. There's our craft here that we have. So we need him to out, and Qantas flight is already coming in hard and heavy. Thai 466 heavy. Wind is 81 at 3 knots. Runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Thai 466 heavy.
Okay, we were going to have definitely a go around here because that is no way is that going to work. Let's check it out. We got a Qantas flight coming in, and the Thai is only right now starting.
Ground.
So this is
Thai
just
568
impossible.
request pushback.
Qantas 688 turn right heading 160.
Ground. Jetstar 522 request taxi runway 16. Turn right heading 160. Qantas 688.
At least we got a nice visual here. Qantas 688 contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Qantas 688.
Velocity 819, runway 16, line up and wait.
Runway 16 line up and wait. Velocity 819.
Jetstar 522, runway 16 at
Ground.
Echo.
Jetstar 504 request taxi runway 16.
Jetstar 504, runway 16 at Echo.
Runway 16 at Echo. Jetstar 522.
Lufthansa Cargo 8699 heavy, taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha.
Runway 16 at Echo. Jetstar 504.
Thai 466 heavy, contact departure.
Taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha. Lufthansa Cargo 8699 heavy.
Jetstar 521, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 81 at 3 knots.
Contact departure. Good morning. Thai 466 heavy.
Velocity 819, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared to land. Jetstar 521.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Velocity 819.
Qantas 620, continue taxi.
Ground. Thai Gauss 536 request pushback.
Takeoff 536, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Continue taxi. Qantas 620. Ground. 16 pushback approved. Thai Gauss 536.
Takeoff 568, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Tower. Jetstar 473 inbound runway 16. Ground. 16 pushback approved. Thai Gauss 568.
Jetstar 972, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Jetstar 972.
Ground. New Zealand 864 request pushback.
Oh wow, this is crazy. Look at all these aircrafts here. Told you it's going to be heavy. Velocity 819, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Velocity 819.
New Zealand 864, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground. 16 pushback approved. New Zealand 864.
Qantas 454, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 454.
Jetstar 521, exit at taxiway Gulf.
Exit at taxiway Golf. Jetstar 521.
Is he? No. Wow. These are just running way too long. Qantas 620, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait. Qantas 620.
Ground. Velocity
Maybe I'll just have to
891
tell
request
them a
pushback.
little bit earlier to turn off. Because we definitely need some... this is just taking way too long. By the time they turn off, we can't barely get any departures going. Takeoff 536, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie. Thai Gauss 536.
Jetstar, seriously? You gotta be kidding. Look at this. This is going all the way towards the back. I mean, what are we talking here? Qantas 454, contact departure. Qantas 620, wind is 81 at 3 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good morning. Qantas 454. Runway 27 cleared
So
for
what's
takeoff.
our New Zealand
Qantas
situation
620.
here? He's
Ground. Thai Gauss
still twisting and
568 request
turning.
taxi runway 16. Ground. Qantas 400 heavy request pushback.
Qantas 400 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27. Is it long enough?
Ground.
Oh, it is.
27 pushback approved. Qantas 400 heavy.
Jetstar 972, wind is 82 at 3 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff. Rex 3286, runway 16, line up and
Runway
wait.
16 cleared for takeoff. Jetstar 972.
Jetstar 521, taxi to terminal via Whiskey Sierra.
Runway 16 line up and wait. Rex 3286.
Takeoff 568, runway 16 at Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Whiskey Sierra. Jetstar 521.
Takeoff 282, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 16 at Charlie. Tigos 568.
New Zealand 864, runway 27 via Echo.
Ground, 27 pushback approved. Tigos
It's
282.
not ready yet. Qantas 620, contact departure.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. New Zealand 864. Contact departure. Goodbye. Qantas 620.
Rex 3286, wind is 82 at 3 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Ground. New Zealand 864 request taxi runway 16.
Jetstar 473, runway 16, clear to land, wind is 82 at 3 knots.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Rex 3286.
New Zealand 864, runway 27 via
Runway
Echo.
16 cleared to land. Jetstar 473.
Qantas 404, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 27 by Echo. New Zealand 864. Unable pushback.
We'll just
Will
mix them
advise when
about a
ready.
little bit.
Qantas 404.
Velocity 8901, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground. Qantas 404 request pushback.
Qantas 404, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground, 27 pushback approved. Velocity 8901.
Jetstar 522, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Ground. 27 pushback approved. Qantas
Come on, Rex.
404. Runway 16 line
Get
up
up,
and wait
buddy.
behind next landing aircraft. Jetstar 522.
Wow.
Tower. China
Now
Southern
he's
7148 Super
accelerating.
inbound runway 16.
New Zealand 864, hold position.
Ground. Tigos 262 request pushback. Hold position. New Zealand 864.
New Zealand 864, continue taxi. Tigos 534, hold short of runway 16. Hold short of runway 16.
Continue taxi. New Zealand 864.
Jetstar 972, contact departure.
Hold short of runway 16. Tigos 536.
Rex 3286, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Jetstar 972.
Contact departure. Good morning. Rex 3286.
Jetstar 521, hold position.
Ground. Qantas 400 heavy request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 400 heavy, continue taxi.
Hold position. Jetstar 521.
Jetstar 522, wind is 82 at 3 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. Qantas 400 heavy.
Jetstar 504, runway 16, line up and wait.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Jetstar 522. Runway 16 line up and wait. Jetstar 504.
Qantas 400 heavy, runway 27, line up and
Ground.
wait.
Velocity 85 request pushback.
Tigos 282, continue
Runway
taxi.
27 line up and wait. Qantas 400 heavy.
Tigos
Unable
282,
taxi. Will advise when ready. Tigos 282.
Tigos 568, continue taxi.
Ground. Tigos 282 request taxi runway 27.
Tigos 282, runway 27 via Alpha
Continue
Echo.
taxi. Tigos 568.
Tigos 262, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo. Tigos 282.
Jetstar 473, taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra.
Ground. 16 pushback approved. Tigos 262.
Jetstar 521, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra. Jetstar 473.
Jetstar 504, wind is 82 at 3 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 521. Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Jetstar 504. Ground.
Qantas,
Qantas 404 request
not ready
taxi
yet.
runway 27.
Qantas 404, continue
Ground.
taxi.
Velocity 8901 request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 8901, Runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Continue taxi, Qantas 404.
Jetstar 522, contact departure.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 89er1.
Tigos 534, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Contact departure, good morning, Jetstar 522.
China Southern 7148 Super, runway 16, clear to land, windows 82 at 3 knots.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Tigos 536.
Qantas 400 Heavy, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared to land, China Southern 7148 Super.
New Zealand 864, runway 27, line up and
Runway
wait.
27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 400 Heavy.
Qantas 444, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 27 line up and wait, New Zealand 864.
Velocity 853, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Unable pushback, will advise when ready, Qantas 444. Ground, 16 pushback approved, velocity 853. Ground, Qantas 444 request pushback. Ground, Qantas 101 request pushback.
Qantas 444, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 444.
Qantas 1013, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, velocity 800 inbound runway 16.
Jetstar 504, contact departure.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 101. Contact departure, goodbye, Jetstar 504.
New Zealand 864, windows 82 at 3 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Tigos 262 request taxi runway 16.
Qantas 404, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 864. Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 404.
Jetstar 473, hold short of taxiway Yankee.
Ground, Qantas 49er Heavy, request pushback.
Tigos 262, runway 16 at Charlie via Yankee Alpha.
Hold short of taxiway Yankee, Jetstar 47
Qantas 400 Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 16 at Charlie via Yankee Alpha, Tigos 262.
Qantas 49er Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 400 Heavy.
Qantas 49er Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Unable takeoff, runway is too short, Qantas 49er Heavy.
Tigos
Ground,
536,
16 pushback
can't
approved,
do anything yet.
Qantas 49er Heavy.
Tower, Qantas 688 inbound runway 16.
Ground, Tigos 664 request pushback.
New Zealand 864, contact departure.
Ground, Qantas 101 request taxi runway 27.
Tigos 536, windows 83 at 3 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good morning, New Zealand 864. Runway 16
And
cleared
there we
for
got the
takeoff,
big
Tigos
China Southern.
536.
China Southern 7148 Super, taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha.
Taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha, China Southern 7148 Super.
Tigos 568, runway 16, line up and wait.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Tigos 568.
Qantas 404, windows 83 at 3 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Ground, velocity 319 request pushback.
Tigos 282, runway 27, line up and
Runway
wait.
27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 404.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Tigos 282.
Velocity 319er, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, velocity 853 request taxi runway 16.
Velocity 853, runway 16 at Charlie via Alpha.
Ground, 16 pushback approved, velocity 319er.
Tigos 536, contact departure.
Runway 16 at Charlie via Alpha, velocity 853.
Tigos 568, windows 83 at 3 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good morning, Tigos 536.
Velocity 800, runway 16 cleared to land, windows 83 at 3
Runway
knots.
16 cleared for takeoff, Tigos 568. Runway 16 cleared to land, velocity 800.
Tigos 664, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, Qantas 49er Heavy, request taxi runway 16.
Jetstar 473, continue
Ground,
taxi.
16 pushback approved, Tigos 664.
Qantas 444, continue taxi. He's not ready yet.
Continue taxi, Jetstar 47 tree.
Qantas 404, contact departure.
Ground, Qantas 444 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 444, continue
Contact
taxi.
departure, goodbye, Qantas 404.
Qantas 1013,
Continue taxi, Qantas 444. Continue taxi, Qantas 101 tree.
Qantas 49er heavy, continue taxi. Qantas 49er heavy, runway 16 at Charlie via Echo Alpha.
Continue taxi, Qantas 49er heavy. Runway 16 at Charlie via Echo Alpha Echo, Qantas 49er heavy.
Velocity 319er, runway 16 at Charlie via Alpha.
Ground, velocity 319 request taxi runway 16.
Tigos 568, contact
Runway
departure.
16 at Charlie via Alpha, velocity 319.
Qantas 688, runway 16, clear to land, windows 83 at 3 knots.
Contact departure, good morning, Tigos 568. Runway
Tigos
16 clear to
664
land,
has got his
Qantas
way.
688.
Velocity 319er, hold short of taxiway
Tower,
Alpha.
Qantas 152 inbound runway 16.
Tigos 282, windows 83 at 3 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha, velocity 319.
Qantas 444, hold position.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Tigos 282.
Hold position,
Velocity 81.
Qantas 444.
Velocity 891, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 891.
Velocity 319er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, velocity 319.
Velocity 800, taxi to terminal via Gulf.
Taxi to terminal via Golf, velocity 800.
That's a quick one there. Velocity 853, hold short of runway 16. Off. Velocity 853, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of taxiway Echo Golf, velocity 853. Hold short of runway 16, velocity 853.
Tigos 262, hold short of runway 16.
Ground, Tigos 664 request taxi runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16, Tigos 262.
Tigos 282, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Tigos 282.
So we dug ourselves a bit of a hole here by letting those two cross, but that will be okay. See if we can just rearrange this a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Tigos 664, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Tigos 664.
Which way are you going, Qantas? Wow, he's going really, really weird ways here. Going zigzagging. Qantas 444, wind is 83 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 444.
Velocity 8901, runway 27, line up and wait. Qantas 444, hold position. Velocity 8901, wind is 83 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 891.
Qantas 444, runway 27, line up and wait.
Hold position, Qantas 444.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 891.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 444.
Velocity
Ground,
is crossing.
Indonesia
We have
719er
a
heavy request
problem.
pushback. Tower, velocity 726
gonna be
inbound
an-
runway
oh.
16.
Oh, that was lucky. Velocity 853, runway 16, line up and wait. Indonesia 719, a heavy pushback approved, expect runway 16. Qantas 688, taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango.
Runway 16 line up and wait, velocity 853.
Qantas 444, wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for
Ground,
takeoff.
16 pushback approved, Indonesia 719er heavy.
Qantas 1013, runway 27, line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango, Qantas 688.
Qantas 671, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 444. Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 101
Velocity 8901, contact departure.
Unable pushback, will advise when ready, Qantas 671.
Velocity 853, wind is 842 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good morning. Velocity 8901.
Qantas 49er heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, velocity 853.
Continue taxi. Qantas 49er heavy.
Qantas 688, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Ground, Qantas 671 request pushback.
Qantas 671, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Taxi to terminal via Echo, Qantas 688.
Qantas 152, runway 16, cleared to land, wind is 842 knots.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 671. Runway 16
Is it
cleared
gonna
to
be
land,
enough though?
Qantas 152. Ground, Tigaz 518 request pushback. Tower, Tigaz 219er inbound runway 16.
Qantas 152, go around. I didn't do it. I didn't press the button. Tigaz 262, runway 16, line up and wait. Qantas 444, contact departure.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Tigaz 262.
Qantas 1013, wind is 842 knots, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 444.
Velocity 853, contact departure.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 101.
Qantas 688, hold short of taxiway Quebec.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 853.
Tigaz 518, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Hold short of taxiway Quebec, Qantas 688. Ground, 27 pushback approved, Tigaz 518.
Tigaz 664, continue taxi.
Ground, Indonesia 719er heavy request taxi runway 16.
Indonesia 719, heavy runway 16 at Charlie.
Continue taxi, Tigaz 664.
Tigaz 262, wind is 842 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Indonesia 719er heavy.
Velocity 319, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Tigaz 262.
Qantas 152, taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, velocity 319er.
Velocity 1336, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango, Qantas 152.
Qantas 1013, contact departure.
Unable pushback. Will advise when ready. Velocity 1336.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 101.
Indonesia 719, a heavy hold short of runway 16.
Ground. Velocity 1336, request pushback.
Velocity 1336, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Hold short of runway 16, Indonesia 719er heavy.
Ground. 27 pushback approved. Velocity 1336.
Ground, Qantas 671 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 671, continue
Ground.
taxi.
Malaysian 148, heavy request pushback.
Velocity 726, runway 16, clear to land, wind is 842 knots.
Continue taxi, Qantas 671.
Indonesia 719, a heavy hold short of runway 16.
Runway 16 cleared to land, velocity 726.
Indonesia
Hold short of
719, a
runway
heavy
16,
is
Indonesia
moving.
719er heavy.
Tigaz 262, contact departure.
Tower, velocity 740 inbound runway 16. Contact departure, good morning, Tigaz 262.
Ground. Etihad 461, heavy request pushback.
Etihad 461, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground. 16 pushback approved. Etihad 461 heavy.
Qantas 671, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 671.
Malaysia 148, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, Tigaz 518 request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 319, hold position.
Ground. 16 pushback approved. Malaysian 148 heavy.
Hold position, velocity 319er.
Ground, velocity 1336 request taxi runway 27.
Tigos 518, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, Tigos 518.
Velocity 1336, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 1336.
Qantas 688, continue
Ground,
taxi.
velocity 309er request pushback.
Velocity 309er pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Continue taxi, Qantas 688. Ground, 27 pushback
Wow, why
approved.
are all these
velocity 309er.
so many aircrafts coming in here? I didn't clock them that tight. Velocity 726, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, velocity 726.
Tigos 219, runway 16, clear to land, wind is 8482 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, Tigos 219er.
Ground, Etihad 461 heavy request taxi runway 16.
Etihad 461 heavy, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Etihad 461 heavy.
Not much we can do at the moment, folks. Oh, look at this. This is all way too much here. Let's see if we can untangle this a little bit. Make it look a little more nicer. Got plenty of time at the moment, since we can't do anything. Velocity 740, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 85 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, velocity 740.
Qantas 671, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Qantas 430 request pushback.
Qantas 430 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 671.
Tower, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 430. Ground, Malaysian 148 heavy request taxi runway 16.
Malaysian 148 heavy, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Malaysian 148 heavy.
Ground, velocity 815 request pushback. Tower, velocity 274 inbound runway 16.
Velocity 319, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway
we'll have a
16
gap
line
there.
up and wait behind next landing aircraft, velocity 319er.
Ground, velocity 309er request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 309, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 309er.
Tigos 219, taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra, Tigos 219er.
Malaysia 148 heavy, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16, Malaysian 148 heavy.
Velocity 815, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, Qantas 430 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 430,
Ground,
continue taxi.
27 pushback approved, velocity 815.
Qantas 671, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Qantas 430.
Contact departure, goodbye, Qantas 671. Tower, Lufthansa Cargo 8651 heavy request pushback.
Let's hope that we will be able to do 2 departures on runway 16 now. Lufthansa Cargo 8651 heavy pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Tower, 16 pushback approved.
So he
Lufthansa
arrived
Cargo
and he's
8651
departing.
heavy.
And this one will be departing very soon as well. He's got his position lights on. Qantas 430, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 430.
So velocity turn off there, that's good. Velocity 319, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff. Qantas 49 heavy, runway 16, line up and wait.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, velocity 319er.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Qantas 49er heavy.
China Southern 3437 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, China Southern 3437 Super, request pushback. Ground,
Etihad
16 pushback
actually,
approved.
yes.
China Southern
Etihad
3437
461 Heavy,
Super.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Etihad 461 Heavy.
Velocity 740, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, velocity 740.
Tigos 219er, hold short of taxiway Yankee.
Hold short of taxiway Yankee, Tigos 219er.
Qantas 49er Heavy, Windows 85 at 2 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 49er Heavy.
Ground, velocity tree 1 tree, request pushback.
Velocity 319er, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Velocity 319er.
Qantas 430, Windows 85 at 2 knots, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 430.
Velocity 1336, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 1336.
Velocity 274, runway 16, clear to land, Windows 85 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, velocity 274.
So let's see if we can get another departure going before velocity is coming down. Still got a long way
Tower,
to go.
Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy, request taxi runway 16.
Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy, runway 16 at Charlie.
Tower, China Eastern 737 Heavy, inbound runway 16.
Velocity 1336, Windows 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy.
Tigos 664, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 1336.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Tigos 664.
Ground, velocity 815, request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 815, runway 27 via Alpha Echo. Tigos 518, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 815.
Qantas 49er Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Tigos 518.
Qantas 430, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 49er Heavy.
Velocity 313, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 430.
Tigos 219er, continue
Ground,
taxi.
27 pushback approved, velocity tree 1 tree.
Oh, the lights are
Continue
on.
taxi,
Folks,
Tigos
the lights
219er.
are on.
Ground, Qantas 133
They're
request
blinking.
pushback.
Very, very quick,
Ground,
short
China Southern
in getting ready on this
3437
one
Super,
here.
request taxi runway 16.
Velocity 1336, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 1336.
Tigos 518, Windows 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Tigos 518.
China Southern 3437 Super, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie, China Southern 3437 Super.
Velocity 309, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 309er.
Qantas 133, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground, Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy, request pushback.
Indonesia 719 Heavy, runway 16, line up and wait.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 133.
Tigos 664, Windows 86 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Indonesia 719er Heavy.
Velocity 274, taxi to terminal via Victor Yankee.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Tigos 664.
Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Taxi to terminal via Victor
Here
Yankee.
he is.
Velocity 274. Ground, 16 pushback approved, Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy.
Tigos 518, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Tigaz 518.
Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy.
China Southern 3437 Super, hold short of runway 16.
Ground, Qantas 155 request pushback.
Indonesia 719 Heavy, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Hold short of runway 16, China Southern 3437 Super.
Malaysia 148 Heavy, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Indonesia 719 Heavy.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Malaysian 148 Heavy.
Ground, velocity tree 1 tree request taxi runway 27.
Tigos 664, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Tigos 664.
Velocity 309, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity tree 09er.
Velocity 313, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Ground, Qantas 133 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 133, continue taxi.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity tree 1 tree.
Velocity 815, runway 27, line up and wait.
Continue taxi, Qantas 133.
China Eastern 737 Heavy, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 86 at 2 knots.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 815.
Qantas 155, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 16 cleared to land, China Eastern 737 Heavy.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 155. Tower, Qantas 41 tree inbound runway 16.
Indonesia 719 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Indonesia 719er Heavy.
Velocity 309, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity tree 09er.
Oh, we got plenty of departures all around the airport. Got 8 of them. All in the white T's.
Ground, Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy request taxi runway 16.
Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy, runway 16 at Charlie.
Runway 16 at Charlie, Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy.
Velocity 815, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 815.
Qantas 133, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 133.
So China Eastern is going to go a long way, I guess. China Eastern 737 Heavy, exit at taxiway Juliet.
Exit at taxiway Juliet, China Eastern 737 Heavy.
So at least that worked. Very, very busy Melbourne schedule. Qantas 133, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 133.
Velocity 313, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity tree 1 tree.
Velocity 815, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 815.
China Eastern 737 Heavy, taxi to apron via Alpha.
Ground, Qantas 155 request taxi runway 27.
Taxi to apron via Alpha, China Eastern 737 Heavy.
Qantas 155, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Qantas 155.
Malaysia 148 Heavy, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Malaysian 148 Heavy.
Etihad 461 Heavy, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Etihad 461 Heavy.
Qantas 133, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Qantas 133.
Qantas 413, runway 16, clear to land, wind is 86 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land. Qantas 413.
Velocity 313, wind is 86 at 2 knots.
Say again.
Hold on. What
Velocity
are you doing?
313.
Yeah, you're just doing a very, very late turn here. You should have gone like this. Velocity 313, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Velocity 313.
Qantas 155, runway 27, line up and wait.
Velocity 277, request pushback.
Runway 27 line up and wait. Qantas 155.
Velocity 277, pushback approved, expect runway
Tower.
27.
Qantas 461 inbound runway 16.
Lufthansa cargo 107 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground 27 pushback approved. Velocity 277.
Malaysia 148 heavy, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa cargo 107 heavy.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Malaysian 148 heavy.
So things will start to pick up again in a second. So what's our delay? 8:30, 15 minute for the Etihad flights, 15 minute from I'm
Tower.
ready to be pushed
Jetstar
back.
478 request pushback.
Jetstar 478 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower 27 pushback approved. Jetstar 478.
Velocity 313, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Velocity 313.
Qantas 155, wind is 87 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 155.
So hopefully Qantas 413 exited taxiway Gulf.
Exit at taxiway
Hit the
Golf.
brakes, buddy.
Qantas 413.
Ground
Yep,
velocity
worked.
277, request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 277, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 277.
Tower. Velocity 347 request pushback.
Velocity 347, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower 27 pushback approved. Velocity 347.
Etihad 461 heavy, wind is 87 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Etihad 461 heavy.
Lufthansa cargo 8651 heavy, runway 16 line up and wait.
Runway 16 line up and wait. Lufthansa cargo 8651 heavy.
Qantas 413, taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango. Qantas 413.
Qantas 155, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Qantas 155.
Tower. Jetstar 478 request taxi runway 27.
Jetstar 478, runway 27 via Alpha
Ground.
Echo.
Velocity 1615 request pushback. Runway 27 via Alpha Echo. Jetstar 478.
Qantas 461, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 87 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land. Qantas 461.
Lufthansa cargo 8651 heavy, wind is 87 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa cargo 8651 heavy.
Etihad 461 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Etihad 461 heavy.
China Southern 3437 Super, runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. China Southern 3437 Super.
Tower,
There you go,
Lufthansa
Lieutenant
cargo
Badger.
190 heavy inbound runway 16.
Tower. Velocity
your
347
requests.
request taxi runway 27.
Hope you like these two, sitting right behind each other. Velocity 347, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 347.
Velocity 277, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 277.
We'll get the 1615 out in a second. Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Lufthansa Cargo 8651 Heavy.
Velocity 1615, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, velocity 1615. Ground, velocity 735 request pushback.
Velocity 735, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, velocity 735.
And then we got the final Lufthansa Cargo coming in, the 777. Qantas 461 exit at taxiway Golf.
Exit at taxiway Golf, Qantas 461.
Velocity 277, wind is 87 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 277.
Ground, Qantas 653 Heavy request pushback.
Qantas 653 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, 16 pushback approved, Qantas 653 Heavy.
Qantas 461 taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo, Qantas 461.
China Southern 3437 Super, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, China Southern 3437 Super. Ground, velocity 1615 request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 1615, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 1615.
Velocity 277, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 277.
Jetstar 478, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Jetstar 478. Tower, Qantas 418 request pushback.
Qantas 418, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 418.
Lufthansa Cargo 190 Heavy, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 86 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, Lufthansa Cargo 190 Heavy.
Jetstar 478, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 478.
Velocity 347, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 347.
Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy, runway 16, line up and wait, behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and
Behind
wait behind next
company.
landing aircraft, Lufthansa Cargo 107 Heavy.
China Southern 3437 Super, contact departure.
Ground, Qantas 880 request pushback. Contact departure, good morning, China Southern 3437 Super.
Qantas 880, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, velocity 812 inbound runway 16. Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 880. Ground, Qantas 653 Heavy request taxi runway 16. Ground, velocity 735 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 653 Heavy, runway 16 at Charlie via Tango.
Runway 16 at Charlie via Tango, Qantas 653 Heavy.
Jetstar 478, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Jetstar 478.
Velocity 735, runway 27 via Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Alpha Echo, velocity 735. Ground, Qantas 769er heavy request pushback.
Qantas 769 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Ground, 16 pushback approved, Qantas 769er heavy. Tower, Qantas 418
First
request
crash of the
taxi
day.
runway 27.
Qantas 418, continue taxi. Velocity 347, windows 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, Qantas 418. Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 347.
Velocity 1615, runway 27 line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 1615.
Qantas 653 heavy, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16, Qantas 653 heavy. Tower, velocity
Can you guys
211 request pushback.
make any sense
Tower,
out of all
Qantas
these
1014 inbound
letters?
runway 16.
Whatnot? Velocity 211, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, 27 pushback approved, velocity 211.
So we've cleared out 16 finally. Velocity 347, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 347.
Lufthansa Cargo 107 heavy, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa Cargo 107 heavy.
Lufthansa Cargo 190 heavy, taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha.
Ground, Qantas 769er heavy request taxi runway 16.
Taxi to apron via Juliet Alpha, Lufthansa Cargo 190 heavy.
Qantas 769 heavy, runway 16 at Charlie via Tango.
Ground, Qantas 470 request pushback.
Qantas 470 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Runway 16 at Charlie via Tango, Qantas 769er heavy.
Velocity 1615, wind is 86 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Ground, 27 pushback approved, Qantas 470.
Qantas 418, runway 27 line up and wait.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 1615. Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 418. Ground, Qantas 880 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 880, continue
Tower,
taxi.
velocity 211 request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 211, runway 27 via Golf Alpha Echo.
Continue taxi, Qantas 880. Runway 27 via Golf Alpha Echo, velocity 211.
Velocity 812, runway 16 clear to land, wind is 86 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, velocity 812. Tower, Jetstar 524 request pushback.
Jetstar 524 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, Jetstar 515 inbound runway 16. Tower, 27 pushback approved, Jetstar 524.
Lufthansa Cargo 107 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning,
It's so
Lufthansa
tight here
Cargo
with all these
107 heavy.
Qantas and whatnots. Can't get it out of there here somehow. Velocity 1615, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 1615.
We'll get that worked out sooner or later. I think this looks a lot better now. Can just go like this somehow.
Tower, velocity 887 request pushback.
Velocity 887 pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Tower, 27 pushback approved, velocity 887.
Ground, Qantas 470 request taxi runway 27.
Qantas 470, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Qantas 470.
Velocity 735, runway 27, line up and wait. Qantas 418, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 735.
Qantas 1014, runway 16 cleared to land, wind is 85 at 2 knots.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 418. Runway 16 cleared to land, Qantas 1014.
So velocity 735 is 850. Oh, we're 8 minutes, folks. Come on, guys. 8 minutes. We're doing really good here. We'll have to do a few departures here on 27, but we've got plenty of those at the moment. Velocity 812, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, velocity 812.
Velocity 812, hold short of taxiway
Tower,
Alpha.
Jetstar 524 request taxi runway 27. Hold short of taxiway Alpha, velocity 812.
Qantas 880, hold position.
Hold position, Qantas 880.
Qantas 418, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 418.
Qantas 769, heavy, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16, Qantas 769er heavy.
Tower, velocity 887 request taxi runway 27.
Velocity 887, runway 27 via Sierra Uniform Alpha Echo.
Ground, Romeo Golf November Tango 13 request pushback.
Romeo Golf November Tango 13, pushback approved. Expect runway 16.
Runway 27 via Sierra Uniform Alpha Echo, velocity 887.
Ground, 16 pushback approved, Romeo Golf November Tango 13.
Velocity 735, wind is 85 at 2 knots. Runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 735.
Qantas 880, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 880.
Jetstar 515, runway 16, cleared to land, wind is 85 at 2 knots.
Runway 16 cleared to land, Jetstar 515.
Velocity 812, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, velocity 812.
Jetstar 524, runway 27 via Yankee Alpha Echo.
Runway 27 via Yankee Alpha Echo, Jetstar 524.
Qantas 653, heavy, runway 16, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 16 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft, Qantas 653 heavy.
Qantas 1014, taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Golf Alpha Tango, Qantas 1014.
Velocity 735, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 735.
So how are we doing with these two? Just going to keep that a little bit apart. And things will look a lot nicer. And we've got a GA coming out of there, but you'll see that in a couple of seconds.
Ground, Romeo
Okay,
Golf November
sure.
Tango 13 request taxi runway 16.
Romeo Golf November Tango 13, runway 16 at Foxtrot.
Runway 16 at Foxtrot, Romeo Golf November Tango 13.
Qantas 880, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 880.
Velocity 211, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 211.
So we've pretty much come towards the end. We've gone already past the hour. Hope you've enjoyed this quite interesting and heavy schedule so far, with interesting arrivals in between blocking us a little bit. So hope you enjoy that. Qantas 653 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 653 heavy.
Qantas 769 heavy, runway 16 line up and wait.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Qantas 769er heavy.
Jetstar 515 taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Juliet Sierra, Jetstar 515.
Qantas 880 contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Qantas 880.
Velocity 211, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 211.
Qantas 470, runway 27 line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Qantas 470.
Velocity 887, hold position.
Hold position, velocity 887.
Qantas 769 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 769er heavy.
Qantas 653 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 653 heavy.
Check out these two here. We're going to meet down here, but we should be good since he's going straight ahead and he'll have to do one more extra turn. Qantas 470, wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 470.
Velocity 887, runway 27 line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, velocity 887.
Velocity 211, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, velocity 211.
So let's check out this scenario. Well, looking good. Big one's not gonna gobble him up. Get away from me, you little plane. You little piece of nothing. That's rude, folks. Qantas 769 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 769er heavy.
Velocity 887, wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, velocity 887.
Jetstar 524, runway 27 line up and wait.
Runway 27 line up and wait, Jetstar 524.
Qantas 470, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Qantas 470.
So we're coming towards the end here, folks. Romeo Golf November Tango 13, runway 16 line up and wait.
Runway 16 line up and wait, Romeo Golf November Tango 13.
We got some very, very important persons in here. I wonder if you can see who they are. Put it in the comments section if you know who these VIPs are in this aircraft. They come from the music and pop scene of Australia. It's a band who was very successful in the 80s. Velocity 887, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, velocity 887.
Jetstar 524, wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Jetstar 524.
I think it's time for our wonderful view with a terminal around the back. Look at it, cleared all the Qantas area here in the back. The Qantas area there, the international terminal. There's the Qantas down there, just a couple sitting around there. At the international terminal here, pretty empty. Looking underneath the building there's not much behind the back there. So we're pretty empty here at the airport. And there's that VIP there. Which band in the 80s from Australia who were very, very successful in that aircraft. Romeo Golf November Tango, wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Romeo Golf November Tango 13, Wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Romeo Golf November Tango 13.
Jetstar 524, contact departure.
Say again, Jetstar 524.
Jetstar 524, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Jetstar 524.
And then we are leaving Melbourne. Looking around the back, just checking out whatever's happening. Not much. It's all pretty cleared out. So folks, that was it for another session. So thank you for tuning in, and if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below. If you have any requests, go and write them down. Whatever airport you like, some certain aircrafts that you have some memories to share with us, just let us know. Romeo Golf November Tango 13, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Romeo Golf November Tango 13.
And what else is there to say? I guess not much. So I guess until the next time, this has been another presentation of TP Gaming. Take care everybody. Bye bye.